All right, there. Oop, let's get rid of this. Incredible greetings, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. So this is just a quick reminder live. We will be live in 15. Well, the room will open up in 15 minutes and we start at 6:30. So hello, 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 everyone. Did this download? Okay, yeah, it did. Make sure my calendar is all right. Perfect. There it is. Yeah. All right, cool beans. So sometimes you guys, I did send out an email. If you have not received the email, then this is your reminder. Or you can go and look for the email from us. And it might be from, I don't remember if it adjusted for our academy, but it should say reminder, same kind of title as this one, and it has all your information as far as what downloads. I'm going to also mention here that way you guys can come into the class ready to go. But hello, everyone. I am Shakia, the professor of HSINK365. We are home. We are the home of the Honestly Speaking brand of products. 360 Silaholics Anonymous. Sorry, I've got 30,000 things going on because I have class and I'm getting messages coming in. But Silaholics Anonymous and 365 Creative Academy, which is our online academy that is hosting the Essentials to Silhouette Studio, Learn Silhouette Studio in 30 days training. And right now, if you have not heard, which if you've heard this before, you're probably going to hear me repeat it a couple of times because we have well over 1,000 some students that don't always like check emails because it's probably been a while and they don't always get notifications. So I'm going to be mentioning it quite often to remind everyone that we are back doing live sessions for the Essentials to Silhouette Studio training. So I'm going to break that down for those who have not heard the information before. And this is also a reminder for those who do know and you are registered for the Zoom sessions to remember that we have a session tonight. It will be the learning sessions are for the rest of this month on Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have a refresher session. Okay. Make sure I'm not missing anything over here. I will miss tonight. Oh, prayers to them. My condolences to your friend. The playback will be there whenever you already be there for your friend. But my heart goes out. My condolences to their entire family. All right. So give me a moment. I'm trying to. Good evening. I was about to download the items for the class. That means you got your email. So I know that it went out. All right. Perfect. So at least I know that it did go out because you got the email. And I wanted to just kind of direct some people where to go. That way we can get right into it at 6:30. So we can, stay on schedule. So my goal is to start right at 6:30. I will open up the room for everyone to join the meeting starting at 6:15. So in about 15 minutes, I will open up the room. I'm not going to say, of course, anything in it because I'll probably still be live. And we are going to start right at 6:30 tonight. Okay. All right. Let me go to meetings. I'm about to open it up or start the meeting, but we'll just have the waiting room. I'll let you guys in from the waiting room shortly. Did you sign up? I have not looked at the registration. If you are enrolled in the Essentials to Silhouette Studio training, so whether you signed up in March of 2022 all the way up until today, because we had 2 people sign up today, you have access to it. The way that it's set up for the Zoom sessions, you do have to there we go. You do have to register. So once you click on it, once you go in your dashboard, you're going to go to where it says It'll show the banner for Essential Silhouette Studio. You're going to hit start or resume or replay or redo course or something like that. And you're going to look for it'll say 2024 refresher. It says, I'll tell you exactly what it says, so I'm not telling a fib. Hold on. It will say, so it says 2024 live Zoom sessions and playback stream links. So you hit the first one is the refresher, the second one. So the prerequisite, you have to click on that and make sure you click on those links and save them and then hit continue, save and continue, or complete and continue. And then you should be able to click on the Zoom sessions and you just click on both and just register. You're going to see a registration page, and on that registration page, it's going to have like the dates. Just click each date. That way you're registered and it will send you an email reminder, but we're also sending secondary reminders as well. So I don't know if you have registered for the Zoom, but if you aren't enrolled in the Essential Silhouette Studio program, you can go to the website and register or enroll in that today. You've downloaded all your items. Great. That means that it was clear and where we have to go at to download. Okay. Let's see. So you got the message as well. So if you got the message, just go to the Zoom. So there's one that says refresher and there's one that says study hall. We will be in the refresher one tonight. Study halls are on Mondays. Yes, I do believe you do. Ms. Dawn, you are in Essential Silhouette Studio, so you should have access to it. Today, we are going over text. So it will be everything text. Text, we're going to download some fonts. So I've included some fonts for you guys. So we're going to go through downloading, installing them together. We're going to start text, modify the font, like find the fonts, modify the fonts, do some line spacing, character spacing, justification. Then we're going to do some stretching and transforming, aligning, and then we end with cropping to text, which is going to kind of be the precursor to next week's session, because next week we dive completely into cropping and subtracting. So this will kind of give you a head start on that with cropping to text, and you'll somewhat understand like how the crop function works. Okay. So we got a lot. That's why I said we got to start right at 6:30 because we have a lot to go over today. Yes, study hall is Wednesday. Where is Zoom? You saying where is the Zoom link? So you have to go to the Academy site, 365 Creative Academy, and you have to go to your dashboard. I'm going to pull this up on the screen. So you're going to look for 365 Creative Academy. Why is it telling me to purchase? Resume course. There we go. From here, you're going to go to here and yours will say join. Mine says start. Yours will say join. You're going to click on that. It's going to give you a registration page for Zoom. You fill that out and then you'll be able to jump on the Zoom. All right. So the replay, as soon as we start to stream it, the streamed replay will be available immediately. So if you're not able to join the Zoom, but you want to maybe watch it as it's going on, you'll be able to live stream it. That link is there. So if you go up to the top one here, the links are there. Just save that playlist and you're going to see as we're live, it's going to be on there. So you can watch it at any time from anywhere. Okay. Let me see. Am I missing? Oh, my phone's about to go dead over here. All right. Okay. Over here, I'm gonna end this one because baby, I didn't realize my phone is on 4%. If you would like to learn, so if you would like to learn how to design and use Silhouette Studio, you can head on over to our site. All right. If you're already enrolled, you just have to go to your dashboard, 365 Creative Academy. But if you're not, you're going to come over here. You're going to scroll down. You're looking for this icon right here. It is 103.65 if you are just paying for it one-time payment, one-time full payment. If you're doing buy now, pay later, is 115.63 because of the extra fees associated with the buy now, pay later to us. So you pay a little bit more if you're doing it that way. Once you do, like if this is your first time ever taking a class with us, this is just a gateway to kind of like pay. It by buying it here, $100 gives you a lot of great rewards points that will go toward, you can use that towards additional purchases of classes, of products, digital product, like digital files, all of that. So I encourage, like whenever we do have classes available over here that you can sign up or enroll on the shop site, we do recommend it so that you can take advantage of those rewards. But once you do this, if you've never taken a class, you are going to get an email. That email will say express sign in or something like that. You must click on that email and complete your registration to the site. So it's going to ask you to set your password. Once you set the password, it's going to redirect you to the website or to the Academy site, and then you can access all of your classes. If you just go straight to the Academy site, it's never going to send, like it's going to tell you there's already an account. You're going to hit forgot password. You're never going to get an email because it's already sent you an email. How you can avoid that, if you think that'll be kind of confusing, is go to 365 Creative Academy first. Create a free account. Now, if you're just paying it straight out, you can buy it over on this particular platform. So you can buy it over here. However, you won't get rewards points. So you can create a free account here. And then once you're done, go back to the shop site, purchase it, and then it will be on your dashboard automatically. Now, we went through 30 days of this training. Like I said, back in March. You don't need to have a Silhouette machine. So what I teach in this is about designing. So I'm going to show you just a few things. Well, that's our calendar. See, even our calendar was done in Silhouette Studio. Uh-oh, TikTok is gone. My phone died. But when I created like this particular design, which we did like on a live video, you can do designs like this. This was the design that I did for my grandmother's, when my grandmother passed, the memorial shirts, because I'm not into like faces and stuff being on shirts and stuff that I wear. So I just kind of had this set up. This is all text based. So you do not need an actual Silhouette machine in order to use Silhouette Studio. It is a standalone graphic designing software. Standalone. So if you're designing for invitations, labels, stickers, sublimation, DTF, eco solvent, laser printing, white toner printing, DTG, DTF, screen prints, like you literally are, it's no different than having Photoshop or Illustrator or Corel Draw. It is just a design software. You can, just take the machine part out of your mind. So if you want to learn how to create designs, like create your own designs, put them together, then this is where you want to be at, and you want to enroll and you want to learn Silhouette Studio. So these are a couple of ones that we're going to kind of look at today. Okay. So let me just kind of go over. I don't have to plug my phone up because my husband doesn't like it when I'm here and my phone isn't on. So I have to go plug my phone up. So my family, my child likes to call me too. They can contact me if needed. But as I stated, if you have a desire to learn to design, this is a great foundational program. It is great for beginners who are getting into designing. Photoshop can be intimidating because there's so many different options. Like Photoshop is not just for creating designs, it's for color correction, fixing photos, manipulating photos, creating just different effects, all sorts of things. There's this lady that is a photographer, and she will take pictures of like her kids. Like they'll do a whole setup just so that the kids' movements are natural for like what they're doing. And then she goes into Photoshop and she'll say, like, oh, this took 24 hours, this took 48 hours, this took 13 hours to like edit. Some stuff takes her a couple of days to edit, where she's making this whole scene like she took the pictures in her living room, sometimes outside, and then she's adding all these different elements and blending stuff out, adding shadows. So you can literally do all of that in Photoshop. So it's not just for kind of how we create. It can be very intimidating for how a crafter or a custom made business owner or hobbyist, how you create. So to get you guys kind of like acclimated with designing, understanding how tools and things work, I teach you Silhouette Studio, and I do teach designing in Silhouette Studio. But before you can get to the design part, you gotta understand the tools and functions. So we do a really great job of breaking it all down to where it's easy to comprehend what the tools and function does. Like when to subtract, when to crop, when to weld, how does it work, what has to be to the front, to the back, or does it matter for certain things? How do I create, oh wait, one of the ones that I just did, oh dang it, I forgot, it all did shut down. Let me see, open recovered. I was on TikTok live earlier today, and I was showing them as far as, because I was explaining to someone the difference between vector and raster. And I was saying, for me, I like to create in like vector. So I actually did this on live on TikTok. It's a series of circles, and then there's like some offsetting, there's some shading, but I made the rainbow. I was in the process of kind of making it pop a little bit more and have some more dimension by adding highlights and shadows. But do I have the original? Let's see. Do I have an original one? Or did I? Oh, I don't know how I didn't duplicate that. So that was the plain one, and then this is the one that I started to kind of add dimension with highlights and shadows. So and this is all done from scratch, a series of circles, some subtracting, some welding for the cloud, some offsetting, some more subtracting, some shadows and transparency. So you can create your own elements, your own vector images, your own SVGs, make stuff for your so where that kind of came from, when I was explaining it to her, I was showing this from our party favor class that we did. So like the rainbow, wait, it's weird going. So that all the clouds, and then of course on this, you see a bunch of text. So once you learn the program, you're able to create customized items, okay? I said Silhouette Studio, you definitely can use it without having a Silhouette Cameo, Portrait, Curio machine. You don't need it. You just need the software, and you can do a lot of stuff. Like everything that I did for that rainbow is done in the free version. You do not need Designer Plus, or Business Edition to do any of those particular skills. Now, for other things, you will need to have Designer Plus, or Business, depending on what that task is. But for something like that, you don't need it. So anybody, doesn't matter if you use a Cricut, if you use a Solo, if you use Caesar, if you've never used a cutting machine, you only do stuff for print because you're just getting into sublimation. it is perfect for you to learn. It helps you with sizing and making sure that your templates are going to be right for whatever substrate you are using. It's going to help you with placement and making sure things are centered. And then you can just customize things. You can add to a file that you would get from Creative Fabrica, Etsy, Google, or from Facebook groups, and you want to add, names to it. You want to add pictures to it. You need to know how to do those things. And that's where our Essentials of Silhouette Studio training comes into play. Okay. So we are at 6:15. I'm about to start letting students in. I'm going to mute. Well, please stay muted. Do not unmute. As you guys come in, please stay muted. We are going to get started. I'm going to end this live in about 5 minutes or so, and we are going to get started right at 6:30. All right, but the room is officially open. And like I said, 6:30. Any questions for me? If you're just kind of jumping on, just wanted to, remind you guys that the live session does start tonight at 6:30. This is the second session of the 2024 refreshers, Q1 refreshers, and we are going over text to path, and cropping. So that's like the 3 different days, I think. We're kind of compacting them. So you still need to watch the originals because that's going to give you a lot more information. We're going to go through things step by step, but it's going to be at a slightly faster pace, or not like as detailed pace, because we're going, what was 3 days before, we're going to knock those out in 1 day tonight. Okay. Any questions for me? Last call for questions. Yes, take notes down. We do have a note guide in there, and they're labeled. So it'll say like text or text to path. And I think the one that does say like cropping to text, you can download that, print that out, and keep all of your notes together for like in one. You have to do like the 3-ring binder. You'll put holes in it, or get sheet protectors, but you can print that out and have that like in one notebook. All right, no other questions. I hope to see you guys in class. Remember, before you come in, if you plan to work along with me, to go, if you just clicked on the link and came in, to go to the downloads and download the fonts as well as the worksheet from day 10 of the original 30 days training. All right. Until next time, guys, have a great month. Continue to unlock your creativity. Be incredible. And it's not too late to join. You can join at any time. Visit shop.hsink365.com to join. The direct link is in the description of the video. All right, y'all. Peace.